Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got us a little wrench job here. See the wrench? No. But we got some more chicken tickets. This right here, okay? See the book number? 005996. Here goes the tickets from the last book where we found the corn and the eggs. 005996. We got about 60 tickets in between. So let's see if we can find another nice win. We got game one. Arrow. 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 And that's a car. Game two is a arrow. 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 And another car. Arrow. Arrow. Car. 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 We got pretty flat chicken. I scratched down too far in game four, and that's a car, of course. Game five, we got an arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car, arrow, 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 car, arrow, arrow, car, 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 arrow, 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 car. Game five is an arrow, an arrow, an arrow, and a car. Oh, 28's a loser. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, 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 arrow. There goes the win, guys. Arrow, 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 car. We got a win on 27. Arrow, arrow, car. Game two, we got an arrow, arrow, car. Game three, arrow, 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 Something I've yet to see on this ticket yet is a back-to-back win. Let's get it right here in game 4, guys. Arrow, 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 arrow. Ah, car. Arrow, arrow, car. Well, no back-to-back win. And ticket 25, arrow, arrow, arrow. That's a car. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, 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 car. Damn it. Arrow, arrow, car. And game 5, arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, arrow, that's a car. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car. Well, 24 is another loser. Arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, 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 and that's a car. Arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 car. 23, another loser. Arrow, 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 car. Arrow, arrow, arrow. Hey, we got an egg. Arrow, arrow, car. Arrow, 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 arrow. We got 2 wins on ticket 22. There's an egg, and there goes all arrows. Arrow, arrow, car. Ticket number 21, arrow, 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 car, arrow, car, arrow, arrow, car, arrow, 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 car, arrow, arrow, car. Oh. Ticket number 20. The last ticket I got. We scratched them this time in the order they come off the roll. Let's see what we get. Arrow, 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 car, arrow, 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 car, arrow, 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 car, arrow, arrow, car, arrow, arrow, car. Well, ticket number 20 is a loser also, guys. Now, 27. First one we got. That's a $2 win. Ticket number 22. Let's see what that 8 got us. It's $1. And this is probably, yep, it's $1 for another break-even $2 win. Not bad. $4 win out of $20 session. We'll take it. It's money back. Chance to play again, guys.